effort. You do that once without being, like, properly compensated for it, and then you end up in that, like, black hole of they're just going to keep expecting that of you. Okay, then.
Alright, so I said a long time ago, feels like a long time ago, that I was going to do a couples video. Ta-da! Couples video.
That looks weird.
Yeah, it does. Stop it. She decided that she was going to do some research and come up with questions. So...
55 conversation starters.
Questions. It is not. I'm not happy, man.
I know you're not. It's not going in.
It's not.
You can't tell. It looks better in a video.
Well, it looks better in the video because there's not like a bright light. If we turn the overhead on, I would look like Chip.
Do we have lights in that?
Yeah, there's lights. It's just I have it shut off.
No.
Do you want me to turn the lights on?
Yeah.
No, because if I do, I'll wake him up.
Oh. Anyway, 55 conversation starters. 1. Who had the biggest impact on you while you were growing up?
Coach Chenham.
Shocker!
She already know. Already know.
This is a shocker.
My wrestling coach, in case you guys didn't know, whoever is out there watching this, my wrestling coach was a huge impact on my life in a lot of ways.
My grandma.
Yeah.
My grandma had the biggest impact. I would say that my grandma would be my mom, but that's because, raised an only child with a single mom. There's really no one else around to have an impact on me. 2. What are your hobbies? Do we have hobbies?
Work. Running around, chasing kids. Yeah, I work out. Not so much this past week, but...
This is kind of a hobby.
Yeah.
Facebook. Recently, Facebook has been a hobby.
Yeah, Facebook for you has been a hobby.
If you could have dinner with any 3 people dead or alive, who would that be and why? That was always a weird question, I feel like, when people ask that. Like, I don't think about eating with dead people.
I don't know. Like, I don't
like to go out to dinner in general.
I can't say that there's one individual dead person or group of dead people that are out there that I would want to have a conversation with, I guess.
If I had the opportunity, I think it would be really interesting to have dinner with my grandma and my grandpa. So that's one person dead and alive.
Okay.
I think that would be...
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though, like
an
I think that question is supposed to mean, like famous people, or people that you look up to, or whatever.
Like Einstein.
Yeah, but here's the problem, though, like, at least for me, I don't normally look necessarily up to anyone that's not around anymore, because...
You idolize. You don't idolize.
Yeah, I don't idolize. I don't. I look up to individuals for certain aspects of their fortitude and character, but I don't, actually idolize anybody. I try not to. You're not supposed to. Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Idolize. What sort of things make you laugh? He giggles in his sleep.
Shut up. I gotta tell them that.
He giggles in his sleep.
No, okay, so this YouTube video is not meant to be your gateway into telling people shit that they don't need to know, okay?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I laugh at all kinds of things. I laugh at stupid stuff.
Oh my
Most of the stuff I find funny, nobody else finds funny.
What did you have me cracking up with yesterday? You, literally, I fell on the floor.
Oh, I don't remember.
What was it? It was that string. Oh my god, he had me dying. Absolutely.
I don't know. I laugh at everything. I try to laugh at everything because...
We've been laughing a lot lately.
Well, I try to laugh at everything because I feel like if you don't laugh at things and you take things too seriously, you get too like in your head about shit.
You get too serious.
It makes more sense for me to laugh at things. Like, I'm not saying don't take things seriously, but
what about those times when when things happen that are just so stupid that the only thing that you can do is laugh about it? Those moments.
Yeah. Well, and
something happens and you're just like
people
that
you're like, you have no other way to react to them other than to laugh.
What is your biggest goal?
Biggest goal?
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
What's
your biggest goal?
I have so many goals. I do. Like, it sounds stupid, but I've got, like, physical goals, I've got mental goals, I've got work goals, I've got family goals.
I'm surprised to hear you say you have too many goals, because I wasn't entirely sure that you really had very many goals.
What the fuck?
I mean,
I'm so happy that you think I don't have goals. Like, Jesus. Whatever. It's like a minus point on your end right there. No, I've got tons of goals. Like, for one, I want to get back to my original, like...
Yeah, but those are like little goals.
Shut up. No, they're not little goals. Physical fitness is not...
What is your biggest goal, though? What is your biggest goal?
Okay, but no, you brought this up, now I gotta make a point. Physical goals are big goals. Like, I don't know about these people out here that watch this video, but, like, physical goals are very stressful, very real, very hard. Especially when you have a busy life like we do, where you're working and doing this, that, and the other, and then you got all these kids. Like, I got so many kids.
I want to build an empire that I love. Not just build something that I can pass down to my kids, but build something that I love that I can pass down to them.
See, I'm a little bit more simple than that. Like, my goal is very simple. I think my biggest goal, if I boiled it down to, like, the simplest statement I could make, would be simply, I want to be able to make enough money to live comfortably with my family. Like, that's
my empire.
My goal.
My empire doesn't necessarily mean I have to make $1 billion.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just want
to.
I don't want to be rich.
I'm proud of.
People who are rich have way too many problems in life. Like, I don't want to be rich.
The more money you have, the more
problems. I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to pay bills without worrying about anything that I might have to skip on because I can't pay it.
Yeah.
I want to be able to
comfortable. No, I get it.
Take the kids and do things with them when they want to do things, and it not be one of those like I gotta pick something kind of situations.
I'd like to be able to donate whenever I felt, the urge to. I'd like that. I'd like to have enough put away that I could donate or contribute on a whim without having to worry about anything. But I feel like that's a selfish thing to say out loud. Anyway, do you have any pet peeves? Lots of pet peeves.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
I have lots of pet peeves.
Okay, well let's narrow it down. What's your worst?
What's my biggest pet peeve?
What's your biggest pet peeve?
I used to talk about it all the time. Hold on, I'd have to think. My honest to God biggest pet peeve. Besides the obvious, stupid people. Stupid people really. But that's like so multi-leveled. Like, I can't just be like I hate stupidity. But my biggest pet peeve. I don't know. What's yours?
I can tell you my biggest pet peeve. My absolute biggest pet peeve is people that talk about people. Like, if
gossip.
Well, not necessarily gossip, just people talking about people in general. That stuff gets on my last nerve. Like, people are so consumed and so concerned about other people's lives and what they're doing and how they're doing and everything else that I feel like people just talk about people way too much. Like, focus on you. Worry about you. Like, Yeah. If somebody needs prayer or whatever, that's different. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, though, like, that whole, like, hey, do you know about that one guy over there? Like, that kind of stuff. That drives me nuts. Like, worry about you. Keep your mouth shut and worry about you. Like, God gave you one mouth and two ears for a reason. You listen more than you talk.
Yeah.
It's stuff I tell the kids all the time. Like, listen more than you talk.
Being hypocritical. Hypocrisy in general really gets under my skin.
I can see that. These allergies are starting to get to me.
Yeah, they are. What do you like to do on the weekend? Ooh, that's about to change for you.
Yeah, it is. I don't think I know I haven't. I haven't told YouTube World.
No.
I have a new job. So, weekends...
It's a really weird face I just had for like a whole second.
You like... you're going to creep my viewers out and they're going to go away. So, for like the longest time, I've been working for one particular employer, and I'm going to leave it at employer because I'm not going to get into the politics of what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. But...
You're just moving on.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I was with that employer for a really long time. Those of you that know me personally know who I'm talking about. And
it got you to where you're
at. It did. And I learned a lot of things, and I had a lot of good experiences, and I met you.
Yes,
so...
Twice.
But I've moved on from that company to another company just... This week, actually, this was my first week, and I actually have weekends off now. So,
well, what I like about your new job,
weekends are going to be a new thing now.
You're having a really large impact now in a positive way. I feel like the work that you're doing
just love how people don't stand over top of me and talk down to me anymore. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Like, but that's another video.
As far as what I like to do on the weekends, it's going to take me a couple weekends to figure out how to do weekends with him being home on Saturdays now. Not a bad thing, just a different thing.
Oh, it's a bad thing. She doesn't like me screwing her routines up at all.
It's just a different thing.
Now that I'm home in the mornings too.
No, like because fine.
Before I had to great. I had to be at work on average between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Well, now I don't have to go into work until 9, so I'm here when the kids go to get on the bus, and I'm here for the whole wake up process and everything else.
It's really cool, actually. It's really awesome. I've grown very, very adaptively throughout the week. I feel like each day has gotten progressively happier.
Hmm.
However, I feel like this weekend's going to be a train wreck because it's just going to be a lot of different.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun, but it's going to be a train wreck. It's just by the time Monday comes around, both of us are going to be like, oh my god.
A hole in your shirt.
You get lots of holes.
Shut up. It's one of my favorite shirts.
Have you ever had a nickname, and if so, what was the story behind it? So, fun fact, I've actually had quite a few nicknames. I don't think I've told you many of these stories. Okay, but I'm going to start with this one. So, when I was younger, I went by Julie and not Julianne for most of my life. But I used to have, this is a pet peeve, I used to have, my name spelled Julianne. So when I was Julie, as a kid, I used to get really upset when people spelled my name Julie, because there's no E after the I in my name, and it's not Julia, it's Julie, so you just stop the I, Juli. I know it's not like a nickname story, but I used to be like really anal retentive about it until I got in high school and realized that nobody gives a fuck, and I stopped giving a fuck, and then everyone just, and I don't care what you call me anymore, as long as it's not Juliana or Julia. Other nicknames.
Anyway.
When I was a kid, I used to actually be made fun of a lot, but this is one that I think people meant to use as trying to make fun of me, and I ended up just, like, not giving a crap about it. Like, in a very kid, like, innocent way. People used to call me, they started calling me Blueberry Shortcake, because I wore this blue outfit, this, like, blue sports outfit to school one day, and Weird. They were making fun of my height, and somebody called me Blueberry Shortcake to try to make fun of me, and it just kind of stuck. And then I just became Blueberry Shortcake when I was a kid. And then as I went into my teen years, I adapted a different nickname, but that's totally not, like, appropriate for conversation.